All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
I am the prodigy, probably. An oddity, commodity to fuck up your psychology. I honestly, possibly, constantly body these fucking wannabes. I am the novelty, fulfillment of the prophecy. I am apostasy's atrocity, demonstrably an anomaly. Just check the verbosity of my anthology. What you want, I do this shit unconsciously. I told you after Devil's Night, I'm coming down swinging, hit 'em with that boom, and keep their heads ringing. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do. What if I just switch the flow, let the pieces fall, call it domino. I kill in force, Idaho, Idaho, you the hoe. I know you know how to ride this boat, rodeo. Like fuck with you a little, it'll ripple, cripple. But I give you this pickle. What am I trying to say? If A can beat me, then we can see it. And after that, yeah, you can get the D. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do.
Say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to The Flavor. And before I get into this madness, how's everybody doing? You'll probably see me again later tonight, but I won't even say who it was because I don't have permission, but somebody sent me a link. The video in its entirety is 4.5 hours long, so I'm not going to cover that. But I will cover the part where my name comes up and the cockamania that follows, and I will correct the cockamania. I will correct. That way we have everything in context. In Resurrected Eyes, that's actually how you use context. In context. What was said immediately before or after that. But before I do, let me, I forgot to grab something from the kitchen. So here, you won't hear the whole song, but here's a little music while I go grab my drink. I forgot it laying in the kitchen.
pasa mi amigo? Give me the mic and let me go. When I go, it's so lethal. Roll up on you in that old school Buick Regal. And why'd you all flinch though? I thought you said you and your crew ain't no bitch though. It's funny when I pull the pistol, you'll just see through like some windows. And I told you all to look out. We show up, you all booked out.
All right, now we're ready.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang.
Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
All right, and I'm not even going to give an introduction. That way there's no, I was poisoning the well, or I was blah, 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 blah. We'll just play it, and then I'll comment after.
Oz's little finger tap or whatever the fuck that was. I just.
Oh, I want to get
the
to Oz.
sign.
I'm tapping my finger too. I want to get to Oz.
Yeah. Okay. Let's finish this. Then we'll.
Because that's
You
a very
derailed
valid
it this
point.
time.
Y'all
I know. Fuck you.
know who funds the Daily Wire, the one that's got the people saying how this evil, degenerate ideology needs to be eradicated. You know who funds them? Do you know who gives them all their money?
The churches.
The oil industry.
So
Oh,
Daily
fuck
Wire
that
is
have
funded
to do?
primarily by the
Oh,
oil industry.
genetic
In fact, the oil
fallacy.
industry, the
Oh.
fossil fuel industry, funds a large amount of conservative media.
yeah, because
And I-
conservatives aren't
Oh.
trying to shut it down. Conservatives
No.
conservatives say, hey, we like gasoline because we don't want to shut down the economy right away.
Oh my god,
because we
even
don't
if
have
no
the
car ran
infrastructure.
off of gasoline, we would still have it for other uses. Now, push play.
One thing I wanted
It's
to say,
like,
or
well,
really
all
quick,
I'm
Yeah,
saying
is-
is that it's like, what the fuck does it have to do with what the fuck we're talking
Oh.
about right now?
Will.
Oh, I don't know.
I have my mic. I keep forgetting. I turn my mic off at times.
and this was within the last 24 hours for those that asked.
So people don't hear me breathing. Just hold on.
Is and to William, if you're still listening, this is why now 100% I take issue with you, and I have problems with you, bro. I have problems with you. Is if we're going to be allies, and we're going to defend, and we're going to love and care about the people around us, as soon as someone says that someone is hurt, or I've damaged or possibly hurt somebody with something that I've said, or the way that I said something, I'm going to take that into consideration. And I'm going to reevaluate what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, and who I'm directing it to. Point blank, motherfucking period.
You
Fucking
better.
Period.
You
And
better
if you
fucking
claim to
listen
be
to
an
him.
ally, and you don't have that honest introspect, and be able to look in the goddamn motherfucking mirror and say, I'm doing everything that I can do to be an ally and defend the people around me that I love and that I care about and that I call friend, fuck you. Fuck you.
Listen,
Okay, and here we go.
Yeah.
There and this and
sorry,
that
Steph,
makes.
I don't.
First of all, no, don't come in with your false.
So I'll let Pixie go off on her rant here. And you can get the context for excuse me, Jenna and those that asked. The stream that I'm on here with Stephanie, Pocket Locker, Gurr, Mark, and Leo, I think were the ones on there. It was on Gurr's channel, I believe. And so that's where all this took place. But before I say anything, I'll let Pixie speak her piece, and then I'll correct what needs to be corrected.
Rarity and your bullshit pretenses, talking about
He's
how you're
making
trying to
a
be
list.
peaceful,
He's checking
talking
it
about
twice.
how you're trying to be peaceful and cordial and understand when you're not doing anything but lying. You were
better
a
listen to
liar
him.
who was
He's married to a black
seething
woman.
underneath,
No, they're not married.
waiting to say this the entire time. And you're such a coward that both times you bothered to call him out, you waited till he wasn't even in the stream. So sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I think you are a pandering coward and a viper, and I think you're toxic, and I think what you said harmed a lot of people and not your intended target in the least. So maybe you should take that into consideration if you truly care about the people around you, you narcissistic fuckhead.
Dude, I just want Pixie to get.
Jesus
I
Christ, Pixie.
I
Well
want
said,
Pixie to
Pixie.
become a
I'm
VTuber in my.
Well, there you have it. And there was other little shots taken, which they're so petty, I won't even review them. But also the name or the I think it was originally directed at me to be an insult from Praise I Am That I'm Not. That Oz is a bobblehead. That popped up in the side chat, along with a couple other things that I find very problematic. That maybe I'll share here publicly. Maybe I'll wait till I talk to these people privately. This is one of those things where it's like when you say it publicly, I don't know that I wait to talk about it privately. So we'll see how I'm feeling here in a minute. But so I took some notes just because I'm ADHD, so we can just call out the nonsense, call it the bullshit, right? And I think Pixie and I have had maybe 2 interactions before this. I never had any issues, never had any problems personally. So I'm not really sure why this particular conversation produced that response. But leading up to it, so William, if you guys have been seeing him come to chat, William Freeman, I think his last name is, has been coming into a lot of the, including our streams, a lot of the other streams that I think a lot of us frequent. And there were some that took issue with the raccoon or the coon avatar, and I was not aware of anyone already had addressed him on it, as far as maybe some things he had said, the imagery, what that might do, how that could be hurtful, that sort of thing. And I flat out, I won't speak for anyone else, I flat out, while William was on there, which this is part of it that I'll correct, I'm not a liar, and I am not a coward, because I tried to directly ask William about the avatar, why it was there, and even asked him if you knew that avatar or something that you said, or maybe the way you said it, or the way you formed your statement was hurtful, damaging, could have been hurtful, could have been damaging, however it was worded, would you be willing to even reconsider changing, or would you change? And it was a hard no. And that was after I had pulled up the definitions or the meaning behind the coon, the raccoon, the character, and the imagery behind it. And it was a hard no. So first thing we're going to do is eliminate the lion shit, because I would love to be sent any timestamps on there where I was a liar. That one was out of left field. Coward. I mean, every time I tried to talk to William, he bounced off the stream and it would come back in. It would bounce off the stream and it'd come back in. So eventually I just said what I said. And then this is where there's a couple other little shots taken, but then they get talking about community. And this is an obvious show that you have no idea who I am or what I'm about when it comes to the word community. Sorry, can you hear it now? Let me rewind it. All right, here we go. That's why I didn't transition. Thanks, babe. I'm producing and she's not even here. It's because I left studio mode. The fucking mirror and say, I'm doing everything that I can do to be an ally and defend the people around me that I love and that I care about and that I call friend. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Listen.
Okay, and here we go. There, and this and that makes.
I don't.
First of all, no, don't come in with your false sincerity and your bullshit pretenses, talking about how you're trying to be peaceful. Talking about how you're trying to be peaceful and cordial and understand when you're not doing anything but lying. You were a liar who was seething underneath, waiting to say this the entire time. And you're such a coward that both times you bothered to call him out, you waited till he wasn't even in the stream. So sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I think you are a pandering coward and a viper, and I think you're toxic, and I think what you said harmed a lot of people and not your intended target in the least. So maybe you should take that into consideration if you truly care about the people around you, you narcissistic fuckhead.
Okay, so this is where we paused last time. The narcissistic fuckhead will now let it continue. And you'll see me smiling and chuckling a lot because it's one of those things where it's like when you're not guilty of something and you don't, the person talking about you when you're not around says some shit. Like, obviously, I'm going to speak up and I'm going to set the record straight as far as the accusations of lying, being a coward, not speaking to somebody when they're in the room, that kind of thing. But as far as all the other shit, like, it's laughable to me. So if you see me grinning and chuckling, it's the fact that this person has no idea.
Dude, I just want Pixie to get.
Jesus
I
Christ, Pixie.
I
Well
want
said,
Pixie to
Cristi.
become a
I'm proud.
VTuber in my VTuber fucking empire. Like I want to do the Cobra Tate thing, but instead of OnlyFans, it's VTubers, and I want.
Pixie is talking with Midnight Sparkle, Will Kincaid, and Maine Militia. Never heard of 2 out of the 3 or 2 out of the 4. My bad.
Pixie to be the head of my new line.
I love what the
She's
fuck
got
is this?
because Pixie has the. I had
No,
AI
no,
do
the
it.
avatar. No, the avatar that you have now, like the fucking panda.
No, it's not a panda. It's a raccoon. I am the high septon
Whatever,
of the Coon
panda,
Club
right?
cult.
Raccoon. Sorry, it's just what the fuck. I just noticed it.
Yeah, I
Also,
just
we're not looking for people like you in our community. Stay in your own. I don't think you're ready to exit the echo chamber. You failed. You failed. Back to the
You hear that,
kindergarten
Will?
playground.
Will,
Back to
stay
the
in your own
kindergarten
lane.
playground. No, not Will.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I
Back
got
to
the
Oz.
joke.
Well, Pixie, just to bring you up to speed, I'm not a big fan of the community word or the idea of this whole community thing. So that doesn't bother me that you think I'm part of one community or another. So I don't even know what you're talking about when you say go back to whatever kids community or echo chamber or whatever. I do what I do. I don't, and if people want to chill, they want to hang out, cool. I love people. Let's have fun. Let's do the damn thing. I don't give a fuck who you are, where you come from. And then will I talk shit when you start saying dumb shit or start doing dumb shit that hurts people? Yes, and I stand by every fucking word I said. If you're not willing to reconsider what you've said or saying, what you've done, what you're doing, what have you, and you're hurting the people around me, the people I care about, or those people as a whole, yes, fuck you. Fuck you. And no, I won't be peaceful about that. So how's that for an echo chamber?
I got the joke. Very good.
That's all.
Pixie sounds like Punkalope.
I sound like who?
Punkalope, she's a famous VTuber. Or or Pipkin Pippa. I get very distinct rabbit VTuber vibes from you, is what I'm saying.
No.
I would watch that.
I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
I mean,
You don't
she's
know
a
what a-
pixie.
You don't know what a VTuber is, dude?
No.
Oh my God, you know what? I gotta put my gay hat on, and one day we have to have a discussion about this.
Yeah.
I'm so, I don't know why, but like, I watch a lot of VTubers.
What is that?
I mean,
It's,
to answer, hold on, GeoSam, to answer your question, yes, they all seem to be on what Oz had to say. Well, at least, the Vipers, anyway, the allies.
I have no issues with Gur, and I still don't have issues with Leo, although I would like to have a talk, because I don't think that he understands he was directing a lot of that at me.
No, I don't want to do the same thing you're doing here, Pixie, but I'm, again, just based on the context and being present for the conversation, I think, and I'm willing to be corrected if I'm wrong in this, I think you're saying that what I had to say was directed at you. Not one shred, not one iota was directed at you. You weren't even in or on my mind when I said, if you're not willing to reconsider and or change the things that you're saying or doing that are hurtful to people and are problematic to people, fuck you. If I meant it directly for Pixie, I would have said, Pixie, fuck you. That's where the whole coward thing, like, you obviously don't know me. I would have said, Pixie, fuck you. I didn't say that. I didn't even say Will or William, fuck you. That was a general statement for all of those that are so selfish and ignorant and self-absorbed to not be able to look in the mirror and be introspective and say, you know what, I may be causing damage. I may be hurting people. Maybe I should change what I'm doing. Maybe I should reconsider the way I'm communicating. Maybe I should reconsider the avatar on my fucking screen. Because I don't want to be a problem. I don't want to be a reminder to somebody's past trauma or hurt or what. That there's so many veins of that we could talk about. For time's sake, we won't. But that's why your comments are so misplaced. And yeah, 99% of what the fuck you had to say did not apply.
But I would like to have a talk with him. I like I said, I don't have a problem with anybody individually. I don't like this groupthink thing, and they seem to like not only thrive on it, but demand it, and in this weird way that I don't understand. And then if you don't bow down 100%, like you are the problem, right? And everybody's problem. Like it's so weird.
I agree with you on one point, Pixie. If you are a part of the bigotry, you're feeding the monster, you're feeding the beast, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. And I only speak for myself and our channel. We don't make demands on who or who cannot be involved with our channel, our conversations, what we do outside of the channel. We don't make demands of who they are, where they come from, what they do or don't believe in, if they even approach atheism the way we do. Fuck, Atheist Your Way is part of our deal, part of our thing as a channel. So the only demand that we have is that you're respectful of the people around you and that you do your best to take care of the people around you. Oh, we're such bad humanists around here. Such bad humanists. And James, here in a second, I'm going to put the link in the chat for the entire stream for those that want to get the full perspective on it. Because I'm probably going to bring up one or two other things here, not to do directly with me, that I found in the side chat that they confirm everything that Stephanie, Leo, Gur, Jay, myself, I think we're all on the same page, that what we were trying to say, and obviously has been convoluted and chopped up and fucked up and made to appear to be or sound to be something that it wasn't. Because normally I wouldn't even take the time today to address this, but the fact that I'm being called a liar and a viper and all that, which that is comical in and of itself. But when you like 100% put the red dot on my head and call me out by name, I'm going to respond.
And the thing is, he said that. I want people to remember that they went back and they made sure to have Gur say that Gur expanded upon the fact that he did not have this requirement to be on the panel and that he enjoyed speaking to people he disagreed with. He had obviously let Will on more than once at this point. And they still had to ramble about how if he wants to be in the community as if he wasn't already in it. He's been here longer than you. Go away. Yep. You don't like it, go start your own community.
I need a timestamp where I said that you don't belong in this community. I need a timestamp. I need the evidence. And just basing off the colloquial definition of community, we have done that. We have done that. done an okay job at it. Done an okay job at it. So I'm not, I'm not looking to go and stir up shit and cause shit like I know Will Kincaid does. He thrives on that. I'm not doing that. But yes, when the people I care about, people I call friends, people I call family, when there's questionable things or things that are point blank fucked up and are problematic to a community or to culture or society at large, yes, I do find it our duty to call it out. It doesn't matter who we are, where we come from. We're allies or we're not allies. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that there's all of these names called and attacks made, but it's just ramblings. There's no evidence.
Right? As far as we were concerned, we weren't on Oz's channel, and we weren't on Mark's channel, and we weren't worried about your community at the time. And if you felt that this community was doing something bad, maybe you stop railing against it and you go back to your little echo chamber.
Nor were we on your channel. Gur's a friend of ours as a channel. Actually, when I did my my album reveal party, guess whose channel we had it on? Gur's. I like Gur. I trust Gur. I don't agree with everything he says, everything he does, but I do know that he will stand up, he will defend, and I hang my hat on that, and until I'm proven otherwise, right? And then he and I have that conversation, but it also wasn't your channel.
What community precisely is it? Like, at least in the cult, everyone knows we've all taken the blood oath and stuff, right? We've all made the sacrifice to our Lord and Savior, Smoky Saint. So I mean, at least at least all of us know who the fuck's it.
All right, and from there, they kind of spin off talking about some other shit. So here in a second, I'll put the link for the 4.5 hours that they spent talking. If you want to punish yourself, I did not watch the whole 4.5 hours. I will not lie. Sorry, I was reading this. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, homie. I honestly think we're kind of being played here. We're having our own, excuse me, our own conversations. Bigots started running game on us. Now we're here making them stars of our shows for 2 weeks. And that's why, Jay, I'm not disagreeing with you. When I was sent this particular video, like normally when people say shit in passing, I get people talk shit about me all the time, right? I don't give a fuck. But when you start calling me a liar, coward, narcissist, fuckhead, yada, 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 and you provide not only no context, no evidence, no timestamps, no anything, I'm going to come on here, and like this will be one of the shorter streams that we do here at The Flavor, because it's not worth me going on for 2 hours talking about it. But I am going to address it because you let my name come out of your mouth. And I will say, Pixie, I find it highly ironic that you talk about my echo chamber while you're in quite the echo chamber. But just a couple things, and I'll wrap it up. And you'll see Jen and I later, live probably around 11 p.m. Eastern time. A couple of them I already talked about. So liar, again, give me timestamps where I was lying. I'm a coward and only addressed Will when he was off camera or off screen. Again, I'll put the link in the chat here in a minute. Everybody can watch it. I tried to talk to William, several times, and either got interrupted or he left the stage, whatever. So I don't run from confrontation. And the one I think Will said, it wasn't Pixie, Will said, well, you better take him serious because he's married to a black woman. Well, Will, just so you have your facts straight, my girlfriend is a black woman. We do live together. We are not married. But I don't know why you thought that was something of importance to bring up in this conversation, because actually I never play that card. I never play, hey, I'm the white guy dating a black woman. Like, I never play that card. I think it's hilarious that you brought it up. Oh, man. And the narcissistic fuckhead. I guess all I'd ask for, Pixie, is do you have the education? Do you have the ability to diagnose me through 2, maybe 3 streams that you've been present with me on, to first diagnose me as a narcissist? Then, furthermore, how and why are you able to then diagnose me as a narcissist fuckhead? I need the evidence. I have a therapist. My therapist is, I've never heard her talk about a narcissistic fuckhead. So I'm gonna need data. I need to substantiate those claims. And then in the side chat, I'll end with this. While I was listening to it, I was like, do I want to say this shit live? Do I want to? And you know what? I'm like, no, because if they think I'm just a viper, I'm just here to, clap along and, pretend to care, pretend to be an ally. That means that there may be some things that maybe I see or hear that I don't share, because there's still other friends on the other side that I want to protect, right? But when you're a bigot, or you're saying bigoted shit, yeah, we got to call you out, period. Whether you're my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, YouTube partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the fuck it is, you got to call it up. So we're going to do that, and I'll wrap it up with this. And I'm going to forewarn you, it's not pretty. This was in the side chat of the stream, and again, I'll provide that link. I have it queued up here as I wrap up, and you can go get your own context. Well, there's one I wanted to share first. So William Freeman, the one that was that question here that we were trying to figure out what his purpose is, what the motivation is, and again, it's towards the latter part of the stream. But in the live chat, William says, talking to Mark that was on the stream with us, Uncle Stephanie needs your pandering, Mark. That's one. I'll read these 2 comments, and then I'll say who said it. Then I'll provide the link, and I'll just let people think about it, because as soon as you start biting shit off, just be careful what you say, y'all. What would these folks say if I felt I needed my left arm removed because I felt like it does not belong on my body? Same person then follows it up within a few comments. I got an honorable discharge from the VA and won't pull my rotted tooth, but my trans sibling got a free $1,000 or $3,000 surgery. Quote, and I quote unquote from Richard Madsen. And that's just a few of them. That's just a few of them. So, yes, I'm addressing what was said about me, but what's lurking around us is fucked. It's fucked, and that's why I called it out. I'll continue to call it out. Period, point blank. Give me 1 second here. All right, so I timed out William because this is not the time for place for that shit right now. So, because there's been like 26 to like 30 people watching, a few in the chat, so I know people are lurking and listening. So, yeah, it's ironic to me that I'm the one getting called out for being the coward, the liar, the narcissistic fuckhead, the viper, the on and on and on and on and on. Meanwhile, in their own side chat, that's just 3 of the things that were said. And there's more. There's more. So for those that are interested in putting up to like 1.5 times speed and watching and listening to the rest of it, I just put the link in the chat. If you so want to, you can. But yeah, that's what was said. And as I sign off for now, like I said, Jen and I will be back on here in a few hours, but I stand by what I said. If any one of us are not willing to reconsider what we're doing, what we're saying, imagery that we're putting out there, any of that, I stand by what I said. Fuck every single one of you. Fuck every single one of you.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
I am the prodigy, probably. An oddity, commodity to fuck up your psychology. I honestly, possibly, constantly body these fucking wannabes. I am the novelty, fulfillment of the prophecy. I am apostasy's atrocity, demonstrably an anomaly. Just check the verbosity of my anthology. What you want, I do this shit unconsciously. I told you after Devil's Night, I'm coming down swinging, hit them with that boom, and keep their heads ringing. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do. What if I just switch the flow, let the pieces fall, call it domino. I kill in force, Idaho, you the hoe. I know you know how to ride this boat, rodeo. Like fuck with you a little, it'll ripple, cripple. But I give you this pickle. What am I trying to say? If A can beat me, then we can see it. And after that, yeah, you can get the D. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do.
Say good night to the bad guy. Come on. Last time.